Women's sexual experiences, emotions, and psychology are intricately linked, making their desires and responses far more complex and fascinating than often understood. Understanding these layers is essential to building deep emotional and physical intimacy. One of the most misunderstood aspects of female sexuality is the orgasm. Women's orgasms are physiologically different from men's in many ways. For one, they tend to last longer, often between 13 to 51 seconds, compared to men's average of 3 to 10 seconds. However, achieving an orgasm is not always straightforward for women. Many factors, emotional, physical, and psychological, contribute to their ability to reach climax. Unlike men, for whom penetration is usually enough for arousal and climax, most women require a blend of clitoral and vaginal stimulation to achieve orgasm. In fact, studies suggest that only about 25% of women can reach orgasm from penetration alone. This highlights the importance of foreplay and understanding a partner's unique needs. Foreplay plays a crucial role in arousal for women. Gentle touch, passionate kissing, and whispered words of affection can ignite a woman's senses and make her feel desired. Physical stimulation is only part of the equation. Emotional foreplay, like building anticipation through romantic gestures or heartfelt conversations, can also deepen intimacy. For many women, the mind is just as important as the body in experiencing pleasure. Psychologically, women are highly attuned to their surroundings and their partner's emotions during intimacy. A partner's attentiveness, enthusiasm, and communication can significantly enhance the experience. Women often feel most aroused when they sense their partner is genuinely focused on their pleasure. This sense of mutual satisfaction creates a cycle of trust and openness, enriching the relationship as a whole. Penetration is another area of misunderstanding when it comes to women's sexual experiences. While it is an integral part of intimacy for many, it is not the sole focus or requirement for pleasure. The G-spot, located on the front wall of the vagina, is often considered a key erogenous zone. However, its sensitivity and significance vary widely among women. For some, deep penetration combined with clitoral stimulation provides immense pleasure, while for others the angle, rhythm, and emotional context of the act matter far more. Touch is a universal language of love, and for women it can be transformative. While certain areas of the body, like the neck, inner thighs, and lower back, are commonly sensitive, every woman has her own preferences. Exploring these preferences through gentle, consistent touch not only enhances physical pleasure, but also strengthens the emotional bond between partners. Non-sexual touch, like holding hands, hugging, or stroking hair, is equally important. These gestures make a woman feel valued and loved beyond the confines of the bedroom. Another fascinating aspect of women's psychology is their ability to multi-layer their desires. Women often find sexual experiences more rewarding when they are emotionally fulfilling. For this reason, a woman might feel most aroused after a meaningful conversation, a romantic date, or an act of kindness from her partner. This interplay between emotional satisfaction and physical desire underscores the importance of treating intimacy as more than a purely physical act. Another fascinating aspect of women's psychology is their ability to multi-layer their desires. Women often find sexual experiences more rewarding when they are emotionally fulfilling. For this reason, a woman might feel most aroused after a meaningful conversation, a romantic date, or an act of kindness from her partner. This interplay between emotional satisfaction and physical desire underscores the importance of treating intimacy as more than a purely physical act. Women's intuition during intimacy is another area that stands out. They are often highly perceptive, noticing subtle cues in their partner's body language, tone of voice, or mood. This ability allows them to respond to their partner's needs in a way that fosters mutual satisfaction. However, this intuition also means that a woman can sense when a partner is disconnected or insincere, which can diminish her desire for intimacy. Authenticity and genuine care are essential to maintaining a fulfilling sexual relationship. Understanding women's psychological responses to touch and pleasure can also help partners become more attentive lovers. For example, the release of dopamine during acts of affection and intimacy creates feelings of happiness and bonding. This is why small acts, like massaging her shoulders, holding her close, or even brushing her hair, can significantly enhance emotional and physical connection. Understanding women's psychological responses to touch and pleasure can also help partners become more attentive lovers. For example, the release of dopamine during acts of affection and intimacy creates feelings of happiness and bonding. This is why small acts, like massaging her shoulders, holding her close, or even brushing her hair, can significantly enhance emotional and physical connection. Understanding women's psychological responses to touch and pleasure can also help partners become more attentive lovers. For example, the release of dopamine during acts of affection and intimacy creates feelings of happiness and bonding. This is why small acts, like massaging her shoulders, holding her close, or even brushing her hair, can significantly enhance emotional and physical connection. One of the most intriguing psychological facts about women is their adaptability in sexual relationships. Women are highly responsive to their partner's behavior and the dynamics of the relationship. For instance, a woman who feels cherished and appreciated is more likely to express her desires openly. On the other hand, neglect or emotional distance can dampen her interest in intimacy. This adaptability highlights the importance of consistent effort, communication, and emotional investment in maintaining a healthy relationship. In summary, women's experiences of intimacy, from their physiological responses to their psychological needs, are deeply complex and interconnected. By approaching relationships with empathy, curiosity, and a genuine desire to connect, partners can create an environment where women feel safe, loved, and fulfilled. True intimacy is not just about physical satisfaction, it's about building a bond that is emotional, spiritual, and deeply personal. Finally, it's crucial to celebrate the individuality of women in all aspects of their lives, including intimacy. Every woman is unique, with her own preferences, desires, and boundaries. Understanding and respecting these differences is key to building a satisfying and meaningful connection. Communication is essential. Asking questions, sharing feelings, and being open to feedback can help partners better understand each other's needs